When I sit down to learn a new tool, I just don't learn. I search, I Google, I look up for 100 different tutorials online. I go down rabbit holes chasing answers that lead to more questions. The hours just slip away. I wondered what if it were different? What if I had an expert beside me, right next to me? Someone who knew the way, someone who could just answer before I had to even ask. No dead ends, no wasted time, just learning. Now, guess what? It's like my wildest dreams came true. All of this is possible now, and the best part, it's completely free. Let's get started. Head over to Google AI Studio and sign in with your Google account. If you haven't heard of Google AI Studio before, it's a platform designed for building, training, and deploying AI models. But you don't have to be a developer to use it. You can leverage its real time capabilities to get interactive guidance, and that's exactly what we'll explore today. But before we dive in, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really motivates us to keep going. Once you sign in, you see the main interface. On the left-hand side, there's an option called Stream Real Time. Clicking on this lets you interact with AI via text, voice, video, or even screen sharing. So what does that mean for us designers? Imagine being able to show the AI exactly what you're working on and getting instant feedback. Whether it's Figma, Framer, PowerPoint, Excel, any tool. But is this as promising and cool as it sounds? Let's find out for ourselves. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to share my Figma screen and ask Google AI to help me with certain tasks that I do. Let's see how well it can help. So let's just start by screen sharing. Selecting the Figma window here.
Okay, I understand you're selecting the Figma window. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding this selection?
Can you help me put a background color here?
Yes, I can help with that. On the right panel, under the Appearance heading, you'll find a fill section with a plus sign. Click the plus sign, and that will add a white fill color. You can change that color by clicking on the square next to the fill label. A color selection panel should appear, and you can choose the desired color there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, can you tell me the contrast score here?
The contrast score between the light blue text and the white background is approximately 2.81. This means it might not meet accessibility standards, and some users may find it difficult to read. Would you like to explore ways to improve the contrast?
Yes.
Okay, to improve the contrast, you could either darken the text color, or adjust the background to a darker shade, or even a different color. Which approach would you prefer?
I want to change the color of the text. Can you suggest some hex codes?
For a dark gray, type number 555,555. Does that make more sense now?
Next, let's try to do this with Framer. So I'm going to share my screen again. And this time I'm going to share my Framer project. Hey Google, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you're using a website builder. There's a header that says Ship Sites with Style and a button that says Get Started. Is there anything in particular you want me to see?
Yeah, I want you to help me add a hover effect to this button. How do I do that?
Okay, I see that the button is selected. In the right panel, look for the section labeled Effects and click on the plus sign to expand it. You should see a hover option there. Then click on Hover to add an effect. Does that help?
Yeah, it does. Okay, what should I do here now?
Now you can adjust the settings for the hover effect. For example, you can change the scale to make the button slightly larger when you hover over it, and you can adjust the opacity to make it more transparent when hovering. What changes do you want to make?
I want to change the color. Can you suggest a color that will go here?
Sure, I see the current button color is white. Given the background of the page, which is a darker teal color, a light color would be most visible. How about a slightly lighter shade of teal, or maybe a bright yellow for a more striking effect?
Can you suggest a hex code for teal?
Sure, the hex code is number 008080. That's 008080. Does that help?
Don't really like this one. I want a lighter teal.
Okay, I understand. You'd like a lighter teal. How about number 40E0D0? It's a brighter, lighter shade of teal. Does that work for you?
40D0D0.
Yes, that is correct. Number 40D0D0. Did you want to make any other changes, like to the hover effect?
No. Next, I'm going to use Google AI to get some feedback on the copy of our design studio's website. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to start by screen sharing. Hey Google, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you are on the Ryze website, and there are several hot air balloons in the background image.
Right. Now I want you to help me suggest copy for this section. Join hands with our global design team to tap into the expertise from New York to Tokyo. First, tell me what you think about this copy, and then tell me how you can improve it.
Okay, I see that join hands with our global design team to tap into the expertise from New York to Tokyo section. The copy is short and catchy, highlighting the global reach of the company. It also does a great job in stating the benefit of using their services.
Can you suggest a different copy here that is better?
Sure, how about connect with our global design experts from New York to Tokyo? This version uses connect instead of join hands, which might sound a bit more direct and professional. And it also rephrases to say design experts instead of design team. Would you like any other suggestions?
No, that sounds pretty great. So the tasks we performed with AI were relatively simple, and I did experiment with some complicated ones before. And while it's a fascinating tool, it's not 100% accurate at this moment. Sometimes the AI misunderstands the context or its suggestions don't quite fit. However, we can see where it is going in the future, and with improvements, it could definitely become a game changer for learning design tools or any other tool for that matter. But while AI is getting powerful, it is hard to just rely on it to create stunning websites from scratch or revamp an existing one. Nothing can replace the human touch and creativity, and I, as a designer, strongly believe that. Need social media assets, motion graphics, or presentations too. At Ryze Design Studio, we do it all, everything in one place. You don't have to juggle between different freelancers or pay overpriced agency fees. We are a small team of super talented designers who create high quality, seamless designs that match your vision without the hassle or the big price tag. So go check out risedesigns.com right now. It's RYZE, risedesigns.com. This kind of AI support makes learning so much more fun and interactive. But here's one thing you need to keep in mind. Since the AI can see your screen, be mindful of the sensitive content you share. Google does mention that on the free plan, your interactions might be used to improve the AI model. One feature that could take this to the next level is screen annotation. Imagine if the AI could highlight areas or point out exactly where to click. Maybe even perform the action for you while explaining it. I think that would be next level guidance. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments if you would be using this to learn Figma, Framer, or any other tool. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next week.